And this episode is brought to you by Phillips Law, ladies and gentlemen, and $1 billion plus for their clients. Incredible. Trusted and recommended since 1993. That's a lot of years. Over 1,800 plus Google reviews. Official partners of the Arizona Cardinals and ASU Sun Devils. You need Phillips. And the official call line for the Timbo Sugar Show is 602-388-1669. They have an attorney available exclusively for our audience, family, and friends for any legal advice they may need, free of charge. Phillips Law.
Incredible. We got a lot to go over this week from this weekend. Should we just start with do you send notes to Tim or me?
Yeah, let's wait. We'll wait on the notes. We'll go Montana trip. We headed out on Thursday.
Oh, I got it, Garrett.
Headed out on Thursday with the boys. We had my amateur fighter, Danny Flores, fighting, and then Tommy McMillan, who was 3-0 as a pro, taking on a 2-0 guy from Las Vegas, from Extreme Couture. And some guy called me, and he said, hey, just to let you know, the kid that Tommy's fighting is really good on the ground.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Tommy walked out there. The kid tried to do a fake glove touch, kicked Tommy in the leg, and Tommy slept him. Smacked him with about 3 right hands and put his lights out real quick. Danny Flores was coming off a loss and battling a lot of mental games. And they said randomly before we left on Wednesday, our flight leaves Thursday, said, you need to see a neurologist and get an MRI and a CT scan. And it's like $3,000. And thankfully I had a doctor buddy in Great Falls, got us set up with a neurologist on Thursday, got past a fight. He was taking on a 3-0 amateur from Washington, and he beat him up.
Yeah, that was fun being in the back. It's crazy, like sitting in I'm not usually in the corner or sitting in a coach position, but it's weird. You're kind of like playing a video game without the controller. Like, you know all the moves, you can kind of call certain things, like whether they do it or not is up to them, but you're kind of playing a video game. Like, you see certain things that you know are gonna land, like that overhand right, that what is it called?
Long defense.
Like you see things that you're like, just trust me, it's gonna land. And they did a good job. Danny did a good job listening to it, and kept landing on him. But it's pretty cool.
It was cool too. It was the first time you've been in the corner, kind of helping the guys, and like I was just thinking back because you've been in so many high pressure situations, and you giving those guys advice, and both of them saying how thankful they were, and after how much that helped them. Because we don't realize it's just us scrubs, but it's coming from you, the UFC champion. And that's a lot of pressure on those guys, even with us being there coaching them, and then they did it. But that was a good job by you, freaking like turning into a coach that.
And it wasn't even like, I feel like the best advice I could give wasn't really even about the fight. It was just in the locker room, helping them with their breath, what to think of, what to do with their mind. Because if you're not focusing on your breath, you're probably thinking about the fight, and you could be battling. But I just kept reminding them, like, you get to be here. You don't have to. You chose to. We chose to fly down here. You chose to get in the cage. You get to do this. And then just helping them work on their breath it was fun.
Literally the battle in the locker room, the wait, and then it's like the fights was supposed to be, I was supposed to walk 5 minutes ago. Now it's been 20 minutes, and I'm still sitting here after the thing, but having you back there, keeping them calm and focusing on the breath. And then we got a sweet Airbnb, all the beds, all the boys got to stay together. It was just like a good ass time.
Yeah, it was cool too. The weather was like, it was nice and chilly. It wasn't too cold, but it was cold, which was a nice change up. The leaves were changing colors and falling off.
Great Falls is a different world.
It's
literally a different world. It's funny Danny being up there because he's never been to like a city like that, a blue collar.
I think he was the only Mexican in Montana at the time.
At the after party, he recommended this Mexican fiesta song. And literally the whole dance floor is just standing there. The whole club's like, what? And Danny's like dancing like a Mexican. And I'm like, bro, look at the crowd.
There's a bunch of cowboys like, get this shit off.
No one was dancing. But it was, at least Great Falls had a couple really nice coffee shops. The Al Blanco place, Electric City. Like really, really.
We went to this steakhouse. Tim Kite says, dude, tomahawks are $35. We order 6-7 of them. We get the bill. It's like $800 something. And he's like, oh, they're $135.
Bro, I wish I would have showed you that menu, but I was cooked.
Yeah.
But all the boys got a fat tomahawk. That was good.
Yeah. And their first tomahawk experience.
Yeah. Other than that, the trip was good. Got to eat some good food. Got to roll a little jiu-jitsu and see my dad. Good trip.
10 out of 10 or 12 out of 10?
I would say 10 out of 10, except the flight. I want to hit my head.
Oh, dude, something about We just need to get our own fucking TimboSugarShow jet. And just profit loss, just constant loss every year. Just like thousands of but we have hell of a time. Yeah.
We're here with our boy Ezra Elliott. We were going to sponsor him to go to the East Coast ADCC trials, but it was just kind of short notice. It was,
we're at East Coast, like where?
New Jersey.
Oh,
in his division, the 77 kg, right?
66.
66 kilograms. It was such a stacked division. There was this guy named Keith Kokorian in it, Gianni Grippo, who's an animal, Ethan Krelstein, who was an animal, and then this little 17-year-old kid, Darian Olivares or something, and he won the whole thing. I mean, that was a harder trials to win than probably a lot of big time ADCCs.
Damn.
And Ezra's last match, he beat that kid who won the whole trials.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy. It's crazy that kid's 17, huh, Ezra?
Yeah. I mean, he's skilled. He's really skilled. I think at the 66, that like the biggest difference is like, say like your weight with Jacob Couch and some of those guys, they play a lot of leg locks. And then the 66, they wrestle a lot. They're like heavy wrestlers, heavy like back takes and like scrambles.
That's fun.
That's a kid that's probably been trained in that rule set since he was what? Who knows? 10 years old. Like he's literally getting built for that rule set.
Yeah, I'd say so.
17?
Yeah.
4 times a day when I was 17.
Oh God, I was going door to door spreading the good word.
You still do that shit. Weird.
So next West Coast trials, Ezra will get ready, but Ezra's going to be having his pro debut here soon. And get ready to dominate some kids.
When is it? Do you know date yet?
No, I don't got a date yet, but I was hoping for like something like December. December would be nice.
That'd be fire.
Yeah,
Wasn't there an LFA card in December or something?
There's a Great Falls card in December. Right. I'm sure those are going to be something.
But you got something coming up that same day, right? For the December card that's in Great Falls.
Yeah, the Nogi Worlds.
So you probably won't have a bunch of guys on that one in Great Falls.
Probably not, but I'm going to find a different one in December, maybe the second week. But also Terrell's like, hey, right after you can just fly here on Thursday or even Friday mornings.
Because when would you compete?
It's hard to say.
Oh, okay.
The schedule doesn't come out till later.
Oh, okay.
Is that in Cali?
Vegas.
Which
isn't bad.
So what? That's December, like the first weekend in December.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, and then December 16th, the big Vegas card.
Yep. And then what else happened this weekend? It was nice. We got to catch the Logan Paul fights.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that. I was so fucking excited because props to Dillon. He had me so fucking interested in that fight, and I was so interested. And it is. I couldn't have expected it. I just wanted to see a finish. I wanted to see a finish that would have made the whole thing just fucking perfect. But Logan Dillon didn't go to a finish. KSI Tommy didn't get a finish either. But Logan looked good. I was telling you, he's punching the body really well. Good straight punches. He looked really good.
I thought he looked good too. Big, huge fucking kid, athletic, fast. Honestly, for me though, it was impressive that Dillon made it the whole way. I was like, I thought there was no way he's gonna make it the whole way.
Yeah, as much shit as he was talking, people expect him to come out there and actually like be a good boxer. But I think even him, like deep down, he knew. He was like, "I'll finish him in the first round. I'll KO him. He's not a fighter." But I think even Dillon knew. I'm like,
bro, I was super surprised how many people thought Dillon could win. I was like, how he fooled that many people to think he could win.
He just, even watching him shadow box and hit mitts, it's like he's so amateur at boxing.
Yeah, I mean, on that guillotine, Ezra, you saw the guillotine he flopped for.
Yeah.
Like Nate Diaz had a high elbow. He's sitting there on his feet. And it's like, that's an actual guillotine. He grabbed a guillotine, grabbed the head, no grips, flopped to his back, bounced his head off the ring. Logan jumps on him and drills him on the ground. I'm like,
what if Logan would have hit him with the Thomas Almeida hit? Fucking launched into a right hand and slapped him. That would have made the card worth it.
And then Dillon gets in a deep shot, even wraps Logan's leg up. Logan backs up, jacks him up and underhooks, stuffs his shot. I was like, damn.
Yeah, him shooting and getting stuffed was so fucking embarrassing. I was like,
Chael was going off saying, and it is kind of right, that Logan's security guard jumped in there first. So
he did it twice. So
that could have been a DQ for
Dillon said he's appealing it. He said he's appealing it. Imagine it comes back, Dillon win. He's a 1-0 boxer. Just because of that.
Well, technically, is it the law, or does the commission just say, oh, no?
I don't know. Dillon's still on Twitter. He said UFC next. Still funny. But I wonder how long
it'll last.
Yeah, Ariel had some good ones. Ariel had some good one-liners in there. He's like, Dillon is a...
If you want to sit down, Schmitt, next to
Schmitt, I can hear him breathing through my guy's headset. And I'm not even wearing the headset.
Ezra, I'm sorry, brother.
Ariel had some good one-liners. He's like, Dillon lives on the internet. He's just in there not to get knocked out. That's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, I'm so... Yeah.
But I mean, if he would have... third, fourth round, he couldn't really open up. I think Logan was better than he thought, so he didn't want to open it up at all because Logan would have probably knocked him out if he'd opened up.
Dude, I watched the highlights. There was like a 9-minute clip highlights when I was riding the Airdyne this morning, and in the second round when he was going off on him, and you listen to the shots, he was landing big shots,
thudding,
body, head, looking like a pretty good boxer too. But so it was actually very impressive that Dildo didn't go down.
I was way more entertained by that fight though than KSI Tom.
Bro, fucking right hand into the clinch. It's like that was so amateur and that wasn't that entertaining.
Yeah,
maybe
it wasn't. Did you watch the fights, Ezra?
I watched the highlights of both. But what you were saying about like people actually thought Dillon was gonna win. What we talked about, we're like, there's no way. My little brother messaged me and was like, yeah, but because after he put UFC next, he's like, but in the UFC, I think he'd be like top 10. I'm like.
At 170?
Dude, I'm like, are you kidding? And then some of my friends were like, I don't know, he'd be pretty good. I'm like, do you really think? Like, because they're like, no, I mean, think about how high level a grappler he is. But like, think about some of the guys we got, like, if you went to the lab, like, black belt world champions.
Who else is in 170 in the UFC right now? Imagine them boxing Logan. Just say, who's number 10?
Jack Magdalena.
Good boxer.
Oh,
who else?
batter his face.
Yeah.
Like,
who?
There's not even...
I wonder who else it's hard.
There's
But then
Ian Gary.
There's a there's a clip of me talking about like Dillon's jiu-jitsu, which is good.
Yeah.
But people are like, man, they act like he's a black belt world champion or an ADCC
It's funny when
champion.
they say world champion. It's because he won. I mean, which is crazy. Winning it at brown belts is still huge. But you can't.
But then there's a high level that's like winning some belts at amateur, really good amateur belts. But then there's a professional UFC Bellator belt. Like black belt is different.
Yeah, 100%.
In MMA, like you can't come in with one martial art and be like, oh, I'll hit top 10 in the world. If you have one martial art, maybe like Ben Askren's the last guy that like had one and took it pretty far. But if it wasn't wrestling, like maybe that's the only martial art you could have just one and take it pretty far.
Yeah, like it's Habib. And then people forget too. Like look at Dillon's record, and if you go back and watch his Bellator fights. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. What's next?
How impressive is it though by him that he got himself into that position?
He got himself
just to fight Logan and probably get, 6 figures
minimum. Probably, yeah. Obviously, who knows if he even got $1 million? Probably not. But yeah, I saw somewhere, and it's got. I don't know how true it is. It said did 1.2 billion buys. There's no way that's accurate. It could have, I guess. I don't want to say accurate, but there's no way it comes out that fast the next day.
But isn't big buys come from mostly like bars throwing parties?
Yeah, I don't know how many they count. Does that count as one pay-per-view, or they count it as like, well, there's 4,000 people counted as? I don't know.
I wonder too.
I don't know. I slept 11 hours and 22 minutes last night.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Did you wake up feel recovered?
I felt good. No, I felt decent. Yeah, I felt decent.
Yeah, I felt good too. A little rundown. Glad to be back home. And but KSI Tommy, what did you think that was that big of a robbery?
I mean, I kind of thought KSI won, but I don't even care to even think anymore about it.
You look at the punch counter, like Tommy definitely outpunched him. Maybe they were counting a lot of the clinch and the dirty boxing that was going on by Tommy.
KSI's forehead.
Yeah, it's a good size.
That's his size of that monitor. It was actually crazy.
It's good sized.
It's insane. It's respectable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think you got to give that one to KSI, I guess. I mean, Tommy, he's a boxer.
I mean, now you just said Jake Paul said he's got something coming up now.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul just released that he's fighting December. Fuck, was that? 15th. Oh, the 15th. Damn, so Friday. I wonder if they did that. They probably did do that because the UFC is the 16th. They're fucking.
Is it? Well, it's gonna be. Is it gonna be PFL?
His own.
Okay.
Boxing. Okay. God, Tommy rematch. Would you rather see KSI versus Jake or Tommy versus? Because KSI is gonna karate stance, which is kind of effective. He didn't really get knocked out. He didn't really get hit. Didn't really get hurt. Right hand, boom, jump into a right hand, get into a clinch, complain about getting hit in the head.
Yeah, I don't want to see that for some reason. I'm like, that makes me not excited to see him fight anyone.
I know, because it's not like he's a Michael Venom Page where he's fucking sleeping dudes.
Yeah.
I guess he was, but I guess he did knock out a couple dudes, but they were
even in the clinch, though, MMA, you can bounce it, smack their face with your shoulder, elbow them, then you can knee them, then you can separate.
There was UFC this weekend, too. I forgot about that at Barboza. Oh, he didn't, I thought he knocked him out. I kept seeing that spin and knock heel kick. He didn't finish him after that?
I don't think so.
Oh, shit. He won a unanimous decision.
I watched the Yanez and Martinez fight, and then a couple before that. But
what round did that end up finishing in?
The beginling of the second.
Adrian Yanez got his legs kicked off.
Real quick, Schmitt, did you watch Dillon and Logan?
Did, and I felt like I lost brain cells. I felt like I needed to.
That was probably from the 14.
No.
Oh,
you didn't think that was an entertaining fight?
I was like, what the. This is I was upset with Dillon. I thought Logan's game plan, I thought he did great.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, how good is it to look against that?
Yeah.
What the And then it's like to talk all that shit, and then now I'm seeing pictures of him with his head down. It's like, well, what the is your game plan?
Who, Logan?
Dildos.
Oh yeah, he knew he was gonna do. He knew he was gonna do that.
I thought he would be way better at striking than what he was.
By the way, he talked.
Yeah, well, just because he was in MMA, I know he's just a grappling guy and he's great at that.
Try not to move that bottom cord so much.
I know that he was a grappling guy.
He didn't say not.
I'm all excited, but yeah, I just thought he'd be a little better.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking all that shit. I was like, okay, I was expecting it to be backed up a little bit. Logan was getting inside those gloves, touching his face. He couldn't stop that.
Yeah.
And then for Logan to stop that takedown was even...
That was funny.
That was fun.
That made him look even worse.
Yeah. So I'm just...
But if you would have dumped him, put him on his back, and then he could have said, that fight's over. But he didn't. He got sprawled on.
If he was piecing up Logan, standing up, piecing him, and then dumped him, I'd be like, damn, that was fire.
That would have been better.
But Mighty Mouse even said, he's like, Logan beats Dillon in MMA.
Yeah.
I fucking kind of agree. It's like, okay, Dillon's one chance is to pull full close guard. If he pulls guard, it's like Logan's not going to enter his guard. The ref's going to make him stand up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just not... I would rather see Jake versus Nate.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Good. I mean, it was still fun. I don't mind those. I mean, that one kind of sucked. Doesn't mean they're all going to suck. Salt Poppy versus Slim. We watched that fight. Salt Poppy was dotting Slim up. Stayed in there. Completely was gassed out. Came back. Fucking cracked Salt Poppy. Knocked him out. That was impressive. That one was actually pretty fun.
That was good. And just, even for those guys, how much content were we able to get out of those guys building that fight?
Yeah. And
a big build up, a sweet countdown. We wanted to watch the press conference. We wanted to watch, John Fury, but all the guys at the weigh-ins.
I love John Fury.
So it was good.
DAZN did a good job.
And you got to give props to Dillon. He did make it a good show.
He made it to the fight. Jesus.
Was.
Israel Adesanya not going to fight for a long time, but he's not retiring from MMA. Who knows what that... Who knows? I mean, for him to not fight for a long time, fights once every 4 months. So if he doesn't fight for 6 months, that could be a long time for him. Fights every other Tuesday.
I wonder if he's just wanting to travel a little bit. People have zero idea how hard 5-round fight camps are. And to do as many as he did for all those years, it's like, holy... That probably took some serious... Not getting burnt.
So a lot of people are going crazy. The USADA thing came out the same day. Well, I don't even think me and you talked about what.
Well, what did John Jones say about the style bender? He said, I just want to let you know I support your decision to take a break from fighting. Taking those last 3 years off was one of the best decisions I've made. Always put you first, brother. Protect your heart, protect your mind, and spirit. Proud of you, champ.
And spirit proud of you? Mm-hmm. The USADA thing kind of happened the same day. Costa, all that shit happened. Did you talk about the RedHawk? I talked about it on the Bromalley, but we didn't talk. I mean, we talked a little bit about it, but USADA is done. Dana came out and is pissed at USADA because supposedly USADA's or UFC's like pays 30. That's would you tell me?
30% of their revenue.
30% of USADA's revenue is UFC. So once the UFC decided not to re-sign with them, USADA got all butthurt and started talking shit.
And they said it's because of Conor because they don't want to renew.
There's no way because I just don't think that makes sense because Conor's back in the USADA pool right now, and then he probably won't fight for the next 6 months anyway. So really, it's like that still would still, you know what I mean?
So they're doing a new one. Jeff Novinsky said the drug-free sport
So is Jeff but Jeff worked with the UFC or USADA? Was Jeff still going to be? Oh, okay.
Yep, because him and Hunter did a whole YouTube talking about how just unprofessional that was, how professional they've been, and then USADA to do that. And Drug Free Sport International is an anti-doping service. It separates itself from the competitors by focusing exclusively on offering drug testing programs for professional and amateur organizations. It's just another type of USADA.
Yeah, just a different type. Speaking of USADA, I forgot, you have to update your whereabouts anytime you leave out of the state or anywhere. And I fucking forgot to update my whereabouts when we were in Montana. So they're fucking calling me, hey, Sugar, we're at your house. I'm like, well, I'm not fucking there, man.
So then what happens?
Well, they count it as a failed test. They say you failed the test, but you can usually appeal and say, hey, I forgot to update my whereabouts. I was out of town. You can prove that you're out of town. And then they write it off as like kind of a warning. But technically, it's supposed to be a failed test. So hopefully,
John Jones on USADA and the UFC splitting. Man, I survived USADA. Jones wrote on Twitter. First, they said I was guilty of having picograms. Then they considered me innocent. Next, picograms became legal. Guess what? I'm still here, still unbeaten. That BS no contest over DC needs to be taken off my record.
Oh, wow.
I've never cheated this sport, and I will stand by that until I die. And then DC responded, people will try to rewrite history. You can't rewrite history. But it is bullshit, dude. When I was living with Pat Healy, he wasn't super rich. He was smoking some weed. He went and fought Jim Miller. Came over from Strikeforce.
Long time ago.
Yeah, fought Jim Miller. Had a fight of the night. One fight of the night. One submission of the night. It was like this great war. And then he tested positive for weed. So he got all his win bonus taken.
100K.
He got his submission bonus taken and fight of the night taken. And he got the win taken off his record for weed.
Oh my God. That's fucking crazy.
Fucked up.
And he was like, wasn't balling at the time. So that's life changing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
During a revealing interview, USADA CEO Travis Tigard insisted that Dublin native has to abide by the same rules everybody else has to in order to compete. It seems the UFC didn't agree with this, forcing Tigard to speak out. We have been clear and firm with the UFC that there would be no exception given by the UFC for McGregor to fight until he has returned to 2 negative tests and been in the pool for at least 6 months.
Damn, that's lining up for UFC fucking 3, isn't it? 300. Oh man, that's gonna be incredible.
Did you watch any of the countdown versus Volk and Islam?
I did watch it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean they did a good job for fucking getting. I mean, there was short notice for them too.
It was interesting how Khabib said, like, you'll never feel the happiness of when you first win the belt. Defending it.
So I got nothing to look forward to.
No.
I might lose it on purpose just so I can win it again.
That's a good idea.
Thanks, G.
The Rizvan Magomedov fighter in Khabib and Islam's camp said, when they see the fight that is like a little bit close, or is very competitive, they go like, oh, he lost the fight. But how he lost last fight when Islam fought Volkanovski out of 25 minutes, he beat him for 24 minutes and 20 seconds. Volkanovski got only 40 seconds out of the 25 minutes, and people think like, oh, he win the fight.
Dude, God, I have a feeling Islam could finish Volk. Just short notice, dude. Mm-hmm. Just how good Islam is, and he was preparing for Charles, so you know he wasn't taking that fucking easy. Mm-hmm. It's like he's probably dedicated his life, and then Volk was probably kind of hanging out, knowing he's about to get into camp here in a few months. Like, I'm gonna, what a gangster for taking that fucking fight.
That's how I feel too. But then you forget how fucking sharp Islam is on the feet too.
Islam's good on the feet.
Watching that countdown, I'm like, fuck, he's
crack
a good southpaw.
Charles, the nice right hook.
Mm-hmm.
The Khamzat and Usman fight. What do you guys think? Like Usman taking that one short notice too, because he's already on the 2-fight. He's on a 2-fight losing streak to Leon, and then taking this one. He's a little older too. He's probably like 36 years old.
This is the hardest fight he could take.
Usman.
Okay, Usman. That's
wild, he's taking a fight at 185, short notice. This is probably one of the hardest fights he could have taken.
And he's talked about it before. His knees, how fucked up they are. You can't wrestle. Like, your knees are fucked up. You're not going to be wrestling a lot. You're just not. And Khamzat, big 185, fucking giant 185.
3 rounds.
He's going to sprint at him and do the same shit.
3 rounds. God, if he can go out there and fucking take him out early, that'd be crazy.
If it was a 5-round fight and Usman had a full fight camp, I'd probably pick Usman. But short notice, 3 rounds at 185.
In Abu Dhabi, we got to remember these guys. Like when I went to Abu Dhabi, I went 3 weeks early because of the time zone. I'm so fucking glad it did because it takes you a while to adjust.
So legit, 1 year from now, we're sitting in Abu Dhabi hotel.
Oh, that's crazy. October 16th. Yeah, it was fight week 1 year ago. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad we went early, but these guys are taking a short notice. At least it's both. Well, that's pretty. It's both up a weight class for both of them, short notice at least. So it's the weight. They don't have to cut weight or as much weight, I guess. Mm-hmm. Alexander Volkanovski broke his own all-time gym record after accepting Islam fight. It's like my body knows that you need to turn it up. You're going out there and just being this solid fit dude with this mentality. It goes, nah, you need extra power. You need extra explosive. You need extra knockout power. You need it all. It's like my body just knows. Like we need to flip the switch everywhere and we're breaking records. So it's pretty crazy.
But how sweet of a fight would that be if Islam got through Volk and then Colby got through Leon? Colby versus Islam.
Yeah, that would be one of the most exciting fights I'd be ready for or excited for.
For sure. And Cory Sandhagen, he outlines why he won't hate on Chito Vera for getting a UFC title shot. He said, I mean, Merab's obviously the guy that everybody says should be the one that gets the title shot, right? But I think he did make the UFC pretty upset with the way he handled him and Aljamain's little side deal. Sandhagen said, that's the reason I think Chito's getting the shot over Merab. As far as Chito goes, yeah, I guess that's fine. Who else do they have, I suppose? I 100% believe they would be me if my arm wasn't messed up.
Yeah, we'll see, bud.
Yeah, we'll see. He's right.
But we Max Holloway versus Elia too. If Elia beats Max, I beat Chito. You're gonna have to sit a little longer there, Big Cory and Merab. Maybe you guys go fight, do your little thing while I'm busy. Mm-hmm. So, Jake Paul. We talked about it, but he said my destiny is to be world champion. So I wonder if that means he's fighting up like another pro boxer or what. I want to keep seeing him just fight other people that I know, and then they fucking have some good drama, and it'll be interestanto.
Yeah, for sure.
What else we got going on? Fucking little brain dead.
I'm feeling a little brain dead too.
You look brain dead.
What's this guy's
Schmitt fucking started working for you. You've been fucking whipping up some drinks, some aminos, some creatine, some magnesium.
Yeah, let's talk about it for Schmitt. The Monday came in. Schmitt had not Monday. He came.
Tuesday was the panic.
Tuesday, and then we had. I wanted everyone to be coming in. I wanted everyone to hang out. Schmitt had a long day. He went and lifted for the first time. Emptied his chi maybe a little later, and then came back to the gym.
A little jerky?
And then there was like a line of like 6 people, and I said, Schmitt, how you doing? He's like, it'd be good if everyone just left. He's like panic.
He said that out loud?
Yeah. I went home like thinking like I fucked up. I'm like, this is so my fault. I need to call Imran, ask Imran what to do, because this is just
Imran?
There was 6 people and he wanted everyone to leave.
It wasn't 6 people. Chill.
It might have been 7. I could check the cameras. But I went in there and helped him. We got rid of the people, gave him all drinks within 5 minutes. Called him. I'm like, I don't know what to do. He's like, just train him really good. Give him another, like, just give him a chance. I'm like, okay. I'm like, because when the coffee comes, it's going to be a whole different thing. Not that bad. But then Mariah just said, came back, freshened up, and just had a great fucking week. Took care of everything, was going above and beyond, took care of the drinks, got the system taken care of. And
Mariah did or Schmitt did?
Mariah was telling me how good Schmitt has been all week.
There we go.
While I was gone too, because I was like, we helped him those first 2 nights, and Mariah, we're not going to help him Thursday. We're not going to help him Friday. And we'll just see if he just fucking crumples, and he didn't.
I fucking walked into here today, just into the whole the whole complex. I was like, holy fuck, Schmitty's here. The entire building smells like fucking just weeds just being lit on fire.
But now we got that tip figured out. He's going to smoke out front.
Back there? He's like, yeah.
There's smoke out back, but you got the system dialed in now.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, so I was so happy and relieved about that because I'm like, I don't want to fire you.
I know what a life that would be.
I would have give you a full month's pay, got you on your feet, made it right, and helped you look for another job.
Sprouts is always right there though.
I would have been like, Greg, can I come back?
Literally one day.
He said, fine, if you give me a hand job. And you're like, fine.
No, Greg. Dude. Honestly, I was in a mental breakdown that day with a lot of things that didn't pertain to the work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But we're all allowed to have those days. I need to be better with it. You know, it's hard for me to not express when I'm super down, you know?
How was the first week here, though, working?
I love it. And thank you.
You seem happier.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, how could you not when you're everybody in the gym is so cool. The people, David, now that you got me working out with, and all those people over in Die Hard are super cool. We got Art Recovery down the hall. We got Recharge.
TRC, baby.
This is heaven on earth right now.
Yeah.
We got the 2 best coaches in the fucking game. We got up and coming motherfuckers that are just
fired. Yeah, I like that.
We got up and coming fucking people that are gonna take over. Studs, so many. It's heaven on earth.
Dude, I think you'd look good with some hair. Like if we did those implants. Like Mike Malak, I was watching him. He was doing some stuff with the boxing and I was like, dude, that dude's got a full set of fucking hair.
Am I too far gone?
You could draw a little bit.
No,
Dude, bro, he was like you.
If we
but his was kind of just front.
If we looked into it and split it, would you do it?
I'd be really nervous. Can we see some kind of
Mike looks
of what I'm gonna look like?
Bro,
yeah, right. Like,
here, I have a Snapchat
It's
filter
just
for you.
like this.
Because if it looks
Straight.
good,
Let me find a Snapchat filter. I'll find on you.
Fire. Pretty fire. But how much people are loving those drinks? Even
They
the
love
boys
them.
when they were cutting weight, they're like, God, I'd do anything for a Mac lemonade right now.
Some hair.
magnesium, amino acids, creatine, and we got the catalyst or
Yep.
catalyte.
Makes your cock grow.
Yeah.
Damn, is that what that
Thicker.
was? I was wondering why my fucking shit was feeling so huge.
It does.
Real quick, Jobins. Stop being so fucking mad all the time. Spread love. Give someone a hug. Because I know there's always bad shit going on in the world right now, but there's some really... It's just when it's in your face. You know, it's in all of our faces right now, what's going on with this war. And I'm laying in at bed at night just really thinking about how fucking lucky I am being born where I'm born. Not having to have the worries that a lot of people are worrying about right now that are just like, holy fucking shit.
We were talking about
good
that.
reminder.
We were talking about that when we were eating steak dinners. It's like, bro, we should not be bitching about anything. The amount of shit other people are going through right now, like, gotta be thankful. Yeah, but the one thing with work too, and I was like trying to talk to you and explain to you, and it seemed like that Tuesday you weren't listening to me. You were just countering it and trying to blame other things. I was like, fuck.
I was like, this system, fuck this system.
I'm like, fuck this kid.
We almost went at it in the bag.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, Robert Greene says men do not understand how women think, and vice versa. Each tries to make the other act more like a member of their own sex. Isn't that the truth?
No.
Isn't that the fucking truth?
We try to make women act like men?
No. Men do not understand how women think, and vice versa.
Do you are you pretty sensitive?
I'd say I'm like...
Do you cry? You watched Survivor before?
I love Survivor.
Do you tear up when the families come out?
No,
I cry
now
every
that
time.
my dad's gone, I get that.
Yeah, I tear up every time. So I'm like you, I'm feminine.
But then it's kind of funny because if you're only gone from your family a couple weeks and then you see...
But a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, and you're out there with no phone, no distractions, no stimulation. You're constantly thinking about them. You're like, man, I really don't spend enough time with them.
Yo, Survivor, hit me up. I want to be on
Schmitt
that.
acts like he wants to go on Survivor.
Let's go.
He acts like he wants to go on those reality TV shows.
I'll send a video. I'll do whatever I got to do.
Let's try to get him on one.
And then
go.
he's like, hey, Tim, I got to go for 6 weeks.
I wouldn't be able to smoke weed on Survivor. Imagine
There's
that.
no way.
Imagine that. Let's imagine.
Dude. Oh, God.
Sign the paperwork.
Because you got a full house right now.
Yeah.
A couple of the boys train here now, and then your girl's sister's boyfriend plus her. So how many people are living there now?
6.
6. Damn.
Schmitt thought his was a lot.
It's going pretty smooth, huh?
Are your guys' place going pretty smooth, though?
It
Because
goes
Schmitt
smooth.
and fucking that place is.
And that's right. So like it'd be different too if we had just boys at the house, but having girls at the house
Calms it down a little bit.
it is a little bit because you gotta clean your shit because you don't want to have them cleaning everything.
Just
and
shitting on the floor.
Yeah, if it was just the guys, it might just be a mess.
That's literally, you got the door down, the couple houses down. What?
I can't imagine what these two houses look like. They talk all this shit.
Our houses? Danny
I think
cleans.
Tim's a clean boy. I feel like Tim's always clean.
Oh, when we
his
lived
shit.
together, Tim always made it was clean.
Yeah.
It was never dirty.
This bathroom
We had
that's tucked
chick.
away in the corner of Tim's old house. I was like, what the fuck?
Leo
that's-
Bercier, our buddy that I used to grow up with boxing, he's like, remember when I moved down not long ago and you guys were too poor for toilet paper and you'd have to go in the shower after
Go shit in the shower. I was like, I don't really remember that, but I'm not surprised if I did that.
Yeah.
It's probably fucking more clean than wiping your ass with toilet paper anyway.
Well, bidet.
Bidets are fire. I just sit on that thing for an hour a day. Bidet.
Just jay off on it.
No, I actually need to still get a new bidet for my new place.
Yeah.
Other place, Airbnb place about ready to be up and running. There'll be some fucking ragers there.
Oh,
Have
you ever seen Airbnb Nightmares on
that's a show
on Amazon? Yeah, it's like
I don't want to watch.
Tornado ripped through the fucking places.
No, that was fucking Tim.
Oh my god, my dad brings over the dog and supposedly it piddled. No one else could smell it.
Bro, don't say supposedly. I about threw up when I walked in there one day. But yeah, that was fun.
Other than that, got a little rolling in this morning. Fucking got some training in. I'm looking forward to the week. We got a good fucking week planned. And then
you got fights coming up this weekend?
This weekend there's the big fights. There's
Who you got? What's your prediction? Official predict.
I had to predict right now. I'm gonna take Khamzat. I think Usman might be able to survive. I think Khamzat unanimous decision.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take Islam by submission. God damn it.
Islam by submission.
I want to take Volk
how is
so
he
bad. He's such a
take
gangster.
His back?
Head and arm choke. Fucking take the back. I mean, possibly a TKO. I would love to see Volk do it. Who you guys got? Let's hear yours.
I'll take the exact same as yours on that one. I feel like without the camps, I don't know. And then the Volk and Islam still 5 rounds.
Yep. Schmitty, yeah. Let's hear it. I know you got something different.
I'm going. I am going Volk, but I think Khamzat's going to finish Usman first round. I think it's going to be a little worse than when your boy got him, clipped him in the first. What was his?
Gilbert.
I think it's going to be more wild than that. For some reason, I'm seeing Khamzat pick up Usman from the behind and slamming him. Ooh. I don't know why I keep seeing it.
Damn.
I know everyone's. If you'd have asked me 4 years ago when Usman was champ in his prime and just fucking taking shit out, I'd be like, Usman's got this. And like you said, if it was 5 rounds, 3 rounds, up weight class, big strong Khamzat, it's go time. It's go time.
I mean, fuck.
And this is the roll of the dice with Volk. I think when divine intervention happens, when things like this happen, let's fucking go Volk. Let's get it.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
I hope he's in 5 round shape. He's always that kind of fighter that's in amazing shape.
Volk?
Yeah.
Bro, if he comes off the couch, like he said, and fights 5 rounds like that, I would be like, what the fuck?
He is a freak show. I wouldn't be that surprised.
6ix9ine got arrested in the Dominican Republic.
Wait, who do you got?
I don't make predictions. No, I think Islam and Kamaru both finish. Oh, I'm crazy. I mean, not Kamaru. Khamzat finishes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think about 6ix9ine? Do you see that, Schmitty?
Being around 6ix9ine, he just seems like a ticking time bomb. He just wants to it just seems like just a little fucking hood, little gremlin.
Yeah, he probably just grew up. He had a fucked up lifestyle, just fucking kind of constantly. I think he likes making music to that kind of lifestyle too, and it's hard to create music if you're not living that. So I think he almost kind of puts himself in those positions to kind of be able to make music.
If you're not a healthy person too, like him taking those laxatives.
Yeah. He was taking like 5 laxatives a day.
Fuck your emotions up. Fuck your probably decision making up, and you just
might as well take a fucking Plan B with it.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine like if everyone ate clean, like how much different your mind just works when you're eating like good quality fuel versus.
Let's always think with super creative people how creative they actually could be. Like if they actually maybe did their blood work or ate organic foods and slept good, like or would they not be as fucking creative and off the Richter? What do you think, Schmitt?
Well, let's start naming Chris Farley, John Belushi.
He's saying they were very, very creative. How much more creative could they have been if they didn't?
Oh, I know.
So he's not saying that they're not creative at all.
I know. I'm just thinking Jonah Hill. You know what I'm thinking?
Oh no, they're hilarious. That's what I'm saying. What level could they be?
Has Jonah Hill been funny ever since he lost weight?
I don't know. Has he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's what if his best is yet to come? You just got to get to that point.
Because you got to remember, something that comes easy to you boys with the time that it takes to do all these exercises on a consistent day-to-day thing.
I wouldn't say comes easy.
You make
consistency.
Boy, hats off, Sugar.
We were doing it 5-6 years before we met you.
I know.
So it wasn't like
make it seem so easy.
But it's not.
I know. To a lot of people who are like those funny people who are also doing other things, it's hard. Mm-hmm. Especially when the system of the world, it's the way the system of this world is too. When we got easy access to shit, horrible food, we got Red 40 and everything that's getting ready to fucking change. We've been eating poisonous food. Yeah, massage. You know.
What some of those funny fat guys do. I wonder if a lot of their comedy is like beating themselves down and making fun of themselves, and they start fixing themselves. Then it's like I don't have anything to make fun of anymore.
But if they're professional comedians,
you should watch Chris Farley's. You should watch Chris Farley's documentary. I Am Farley.
Good.
Oh, he was fucking.
Oh yeah, it's really deep. It's really good.
One of the best. I think William Montgomery kind of uses a lot of his, like how he just randomly freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
I know.
Chris Farley's one of my heroes.
Speaking of,
he was
Kill Tony drops tonight. Well, yesterday when this comes out.
It's up now.
My Kill Tony episode comes out at 6 p.m. Monday night tonight. We'll see how it goes. I thought it went good. I'm glad there wasn't anything I was like, fuck, I wish I didn't say that. There was I would have rather had that feeling than, God, I wish I would have said that.
Said something, yeah.
So I said enough. I feel like it went good.
I feel like it was one of the... I've watched a lot of Kill Tonys, and having all the regulars up there and all the regulars fucking killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pitched in some good shit. I don't know. That was one of the most I've laughed in my entire life.
When William comes out, oh my God, dude. Real quick, Volkanovski's saying he's thinking he's going to finish Islam. And he very well could. Sorry to get back to it, but Volk throws some fucking power, dude. And he knows he doesn't have 25 minutes in him. If he's like, I got 15 minutes of hell or I'm going to get finished.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous motherfucker.
For sure.
That's kind of how I was going into that Aljo fight. We were like, well, except for I wasn't going to fucking do some stupid shit. But yeah.
He said that directly, right?
Volk? Yeah. Yeah, he's
so
like,
there's going to be a couple times where they collide, where there's opportunities for Volk, and is he going to be able to find the target,
or is he not going to be as in good a shape and get clipped and not be able to recover as fast? Because part of recovering so fast, and you see these guys get clipped and recover fast, is how good a shape they're in. And Islam very well could clip fucking Volk. He's sharp. He's good. He's a good southpaw. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I think on the Bromalley I said I was looking forward more to that last boxing card than I was to this one. I did say that, and I was like, I'm excited for these fights this weekend, but I don't know. Yeah.
Well, how sick are you way more pumped for the card now, or were you more pumped before?
I was probably more pumped before.
With Boachina.
What about both you boys?
I'm more excited now because Volk's one of my favorite fighters. Outside of watching Sean, he's one of my top favorite to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like Conor McGregor, I'm like, who fucking cares anymore? I'm like, when are you fighting again, Sean? Let us know that. Fucking, that's what I want.
I'm fine.
That's what I can't wait for, champ.
Me neither, G.
Yeah.
Maybe 2025, come back.
That'd be lit.
Take a year off.
Damn, Terrence McKinney got another KO in 20 seconds.
Oh, God, dude. You scroll through Twitter and you see these little kids in Palestine. And it's like, I can't even... I closed the app. I'm like, ugh. Makes me want to... It's just like... Try to disassociate with it because I just don't want to feel like that. Oh, I think it's just so much engagement.
And then I'm seeing that Palestinian people were treating the kids wrong, but then I'm seeing these videos of them treating these soldiers actually treating the kids right, and then it's the Hamas guys.
I don't even watch enough to know any of that. I click out. I can't see the little kid. Oh,
it's getting to me now because I've never been so close to a little kid with Elena.
Yeah,
and so she's who I'm thinking about.
Called you Smitty.
I know. I love it so much.
Oh God!
So
it's
yeah,
just like
prayers to everybody that's affected. Here's something that's interesting too. I thought that you were going to say earlier is something that, like our parents, our moms, Sean, we're always like, "Oh, you're crazy." The end of the times, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more people that who are not famous but have the power to speak, who are all saying the same shit of like end times coming, and it's like is this just the thing that like the life?
That happens every so often, though.
Right?
Everyone says it every once in a while,
right?
Bro. The religions like and stuff, Jehovah's Witnesses. There was a day one time back, I don't remember how many years ago, that all of them they're like, on this day it's ending.
Right.
And
there
look,
was billboards.
It's what the Bible says. Times are just going to get worse and terrible. And then if you talk to a religious person. And like, there's books out like called The Rational Optimist, where this guy talks about how everything's getting better. They're like, no, it's not getting better. It's like they freak out. Times are just getting worse and worse and worse. I'm like, imagine being around when World War I and World War II were going on. Like,
well, then they see like a fire in Hawaii and they're like, see, in the Bible it says there's going to be a fire somewhere with water.
I
Like,
don't think it's the end of the world. I just think a switch in the way things work is happening. And I just feel like it's like we're us and the generations below us, there's this gap in the time where we're going to be the ones that deal with the hardships of the change in times. And then the people, like that monkey
you
theory.
think?
it's always just perspective.
And then I think in a few decades, the kids being born now, they're going to be the ones that are used to the change, and we're like the generations that are going to be dealing with the stuck of the change. I feel like because there's all BlackRock's making deals, crypto deals with big people. There's a lot of shit going on right now.
There's always going to be a lot of shit going on forever, though. When is it going to be like, all right, I think it's perfect. Let's all just smile.
You gotta remember how long technology that we've had has been around. Ain't fucking long, Sugar Shane.
Literally.
And I think
is true.
Like the way the shit is ain't working anymore, bud.
Sure.
The house system, there's shit going on where it's like, we're not going to own houses in the future. We're going to be renting everything. And then I think it's like, well, I get lucky cheap rent from you to your house.
Yeah.
And I'm a happy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm happy as can be. I don't own that fucking house. I just pay shit rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's how, and when these motherfuckers own all the homes because no one can afford their fucking rent anymore.
Yeah.
Shit's going to change.
Yeah. Technology, yeah, that is true. Technology is new and fucking scary. Well, Joe Rogan's been saying recently, he's like, dude, he's been saying something too.
Yeah.
He said, this is getting fucking scary. But I feel confident. We got Biden. He's awake sometimes. Bro, did you see the thing on Twitter the other day where Biden, it was like he had this little card, and he was at a desk, and he accidentally flipped it backwards, and it was like, say hi, say bye. Wave.
That's lit.
It was sweet. I wish I had a card like that.
That's the type of motherfucker you need running.
What do you guys think, like, of like for all of us, we've like we're all like different ages, or maybe not all different ages, but like you're a little older than me, and Sugar's a little older than me, and then Schmitty too. But like when I was in middle school is when Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff came out when I was like in 7th, 8th grade. And then for Sugar, probably like high school. And then for you, probably like college.
Yep.
And then just, it's only been a few years.
It has.
But then now, like, there's kids that are growing up, and they're growing up with it from the rip. So just what that does to your mind. Because already.
Yeah.
I think that's just part of the evolution. We're going to evolve into like a little fucking.
Are those kids going to be fucking so smart by the time they're older that they're going to take things to the whole next level?
We're evolving into fucking half robot, half humans right now.
Did you see the glasses? Have you seen the glasses yet? You guys need to get them.
The Ray-Bans?
The Ray-Bans, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to, wherever we go, if we go to another country and we got those glasses on and we're reading some Japanese sign, it's going to tell us what it's saying.
That's fine.
Yeah, if your faucet's broken, you're going to be able to look at your faucet and go, hey, Siri, how do I fix this? And it's going to show you in your glasses how to fix your fucking broken faucet.
Well, already you talk to someone, an older person who was born in the 60s or 50s. Like, they're smart and they got a lot of life experience and stuff, but still, they didn't have a library on their phone where they can look up anything, any Wikipedia, any book, anything, anytime. Yeah. They only had a few books to look at here and there, so they're not like the smartest people. In some ways, they definitely are. But
these glasses are about to change the vlogging game too, because people are going to vlog from their glasses and everything.
Well, the vlogging game's already changing. I mean, the streaming's already changing too.
Mm-hmm. How's the streaming changing?
I mean, it's all about just live streaming, not even really gaming at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's that? Kai, Aiden Ross.
Live streaming, just talking.
They're gonna eventually they're gonna be able to live stream. You said something about a backpack, right? I mean, wow, I don't need to be fucking live streaming. What else you got
watching
going on?
Love is Blind. The new season of Love is Blind is coming out, and it's fucking an interesting show, bro. Blind. Because they get to know each other through a wall. They don't get to see each other. You have to ask these questions. You have to play the game. So you're looking for love in your fiance. So you have to ask questions that you're looking for in a partner, not just looking for to like fuck in a partner. And then you propose or whatever, and then they have the reveal, and then you see each other, and you can see some of them just be like, fuck. Spike TV. Fight Master show, and I'm like, hey, I have some characters that are buddies, like, send me a list of shows you got. He's like, all right, I'm on it. And he doesn't get back to me, but I'm gonna keep bugging him.
Let's make it happen. MTV.
What are you gonna do with some celebrity status though? Are you gonna
try and become financially secure and take care of my mama?
That shit's overrated.
Nope, not my mama. But what was I about to say?
I'm kidding.
Oh, MTV writers that when with the strike going on, they were.
I thought it was over. The strike.
I don't know. Is it? Let me know. All right, let me know. But anyway, they were calling for more new shows to be written. They're tired of the same shit.
God, so you're thinking the Jobin house, you, Brandon, Schmitt, Brock, mic'd up 24/7.
We can do it.
And you and Sono are fucking headbutting.
Whatever's got to be done.
Yeah. Who's going to look like the bad guy? You or Sono?
They can make whoever they want.
To be determined.
Okay.
If I had, the writer strike is over. If I knew 100% this was the budget, this is what we can film for 3 months, and this is how many episodes we'll get.
And this is how much we're getting cheddar-wise.
Well, you wouldn't make shit.
Hey, make it something.
The reality shows you make 500 to 700 a week.
That's easy. Let's go. Because guess what? It's the exposure.
I would be running it, and I wouldn't pay you guys shit. I would say you guys get exposure, and you guys can make money off your merch and shit, but you ain't getting shit because I'm going to lose a lot of money.
Work.
They still they don't work. They just go out about their days.
Whatever captain says, I sign.
You go about your days, and you guys fucking are right. Sign your lives away.
Boom.
And then if it starts rolling, you get paid for sure.
Yes.
But right off the rip, you
I
ain't get shit, bud.
Yep. Friends, season 1.
All right, is that what happened?
Yeah, well, they actually wanted to do more seasons, but they wanted more pay, and then they were like, nope.
We'll figure out pay. Let's get the show running. We need a producer.
Why is your show good?
Why is our show good? I believe that our content and the way that our lives are run and the things that we take, the stuff that we do in our day-to-day lives is entertaining. And
So you think, Monday morning, fucking you wake up, you're fucking wanting to go to Starbucks, but you roll out of bed, you rip a bowl.
Hold up. Today is 1 month, no Starbucks.
Schmitty, 1 month without Starbucks. It's been over a year and a half. I've been telling him, but he did it.
I know that's a stupid accomplishment.
No, it's good.
And
It's great.
I feel stupid saying it. You know what I mean? But I drank Starbucks for over a decade.
How much money have you saved?
I did.
$7 times 30,
you know what I mean?
basically.
Yeah, it's a lot. And now I'm making
boners?
good quality coffee at home.
Nice.
And I'm not crashing as hard that I would with Starbucks.
And you're going to come over this week and learn how to make Mariah's latte.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be a game changer.
But
when I told Sean, I go, Sean, I was like, this is it. I'm quitting Starbucks. And he just rolled his eyes.
Well,
and he goes, I want to believe it.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm proving you wrong this time.
Well, you've said the exact same thing 17 times. So how am I supposed to be like, no, I really feel like this is the one?
I'm taking my moment. This is my moment because
Take it, baby.
It feels good.
But I want to get back to the show. So you wake up. What's entertaining about your morning? Is everyone kind of chaotic in the morning? Because they want chaos. They want shit. They don't want fucking Schmitty smokes a bowl, drives to work, listening to fucking Suicide Boys.
Shit. The cameras, I know this.
Would you go on speed? Would you do funny things? Would you go on dates?
That's the thing, is that kind of thing would open up the doors.
I would love to watch you go on a date.
To do more things.
I would love to watch you go on a date.
Like
that
we
would
can
be fire.
We can do anything and everything because it's the Jobins. Because it's just the fact that just because of the fans that we already have and the way that the world is, we can do any type of thing that we want to do.
Yeah, but I think what's going to be so entertaining is the head button. So we're like, all right,
natural.
So we're let's travel this weekend. You and Sono have a hotel room.
Go camping.
Go camping.
Go camping.
And Sono gets chicks and you don't.
That happens
and then you
already.
get a fucking.
That's already happening. And better be careful, Sean.
Don't post anything.
Don't say that.
No, I get it. That was a little miscommunication between you two boys.
I know.
But I would tune in for at least 2 episodes to see if it got me hooked, and if it didn't, we'd lose a lot of money.
Lose you a lot of money?
Well, I guess, yeah, it depends on
we're not going to lose you a lot of money, baby. We're going to make you money, baby.
God, I would just want to know. Like,
I know, same.
I would love it if it was secret cameras because you guys act the real way. But I feel like if they're there 24/7, eventually the real way is going to come out because the cameras are on. It's easy to go.
I wonder.
You can't escape it.
I wonder where you can go because you can
Just
find a freelancer filmer and a freelancer audio guy, but then a freelancer guy who produces it and edits it.
It'd be expensive.
For sure, it would.
I'm sure you can find someone out there that loves the Sugar Shane champion of the world.
No, I know, but that's full-time work. I want 24/7 access. I want
us We'll do it.
Paintballing. I'm not.
I will fuck you
really,
up. What?
Okay, I went hiking yesterday. And then we met this lady there, and she was showing us there's caves.
Nope.
Go
not
cave diving. There's caves in Payson, like a bunch with like underwater, like
not me.
Lakes and everything.
Okay, now I will do that, but
then you just vlog it.
If
boom.
it gets to the point where they're going like this,
no,
I can't do that.
Well, yeah, you don't fit.
If we're going like it's open down there, like if we get into a cave.
What if they?
No, I think they're pretty open. I was looking at pictures.
Schmitty, what if they said let's go skydiving?
I guess I gotta do it. And holy fucking
Bro,
shit,
you could
that
hardly
would
walk
suck.
up those stairs. We're about 400 feet in the air.
The thing that would suck is that I would have, obviously I'd have someone behind me.
I wonder if you weigh too much
Would I
to
be
skydive?
alive by the time I get to the ground?
I wonder if there's a weight limit. If like
Probably.
they're like,
We're gonna
hey,
sink.
gravity is like times 7 when you're weighing about 280,
Dude,
and they're like,
and we have opportunities with all the people that we meet to do funny shit.
Yeah, we do.
Jobin.
That's fire.
It's
I
what?
could go on.
230, 250.
So we have to. Oh God! Imagine that guy strapped
Holy
up
fuck, I
behind
am
you.
too heavy.
Yeah, you're too big.
I can't skydive.
You don't want to do that shit anymore.
Yeah, fuck
I know,
that.
that's too terrifying.
If you
anyway.
die, we get some crazy ratings, but then the show goes to shit. But I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like the drama between the boys at the house would just be so good, but it's only so far. Keep it up with the Schmitt-Ashians.
I just think there's so much to do and opportunities. I think we can make something happen.
My warehouse, I got the permit. Final permit's gonna be up hopefully in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks. I feel like we should be able to get creative and create content out there. Some funny shit. You headbutting a fucking watermelon.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I got some shit to do today, so I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and then check it out, sugarshop.co for the latest merch. And let's have a good
What about
time.
your drink,
Oh, yeah,
man?
we're on Snapchat, too. Tim Welch, MT. Do you have a public profile on Snapchat yet, Schmitt? Not
Fucking
yet.
lazy bitch.
And at Sugar Sean on Snapchat, we're snapping most of our days. And then
Refreshments?
patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. Refreshments are the best if you're in town. So, all right, guys, see you next week.
Peace.
Thanks, Ezra. Love you.
Peace.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm gonna keep it in there until I take it home.
It's fine. You can still show it. I'll put it at the end of the podcast.
I guess. Well,
That's pretty fire. You just pull up a little bit of it. Damn.
That was the sea
That's so fire.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Look at his face in the top left. Top left one's fire.
That's some skills, man.
yeah.
That's fire, dude.